We're back here at Maryland Spring Sports Media Day with Maryland softball's Taylor Liguori and Taylor. First of all, a Taylor and a Taylor coming together, which is always a beautiful thing.
Always a great thing.
You just talked to your head coach, Mark Montgomery, and he's really excited for the trajectory you guys have taken over the last few years and take another step this year. For you guys as players, are you excited to once again kind of prove to people that Maryland softball belongs among the national conversation?
Absolutely. I think for so many years, it's no secret we were kind of bottom of the Big Ten for a little while, but I think every single year you're going to see a lot of people, a lot of freshmen coming in, a lot of young players that we're really trying to change the trajectory of where we're going. And I think people are going to be surprised by us this year. And I think last year was the first year we started turning heads a little bit. And we finished, middle, top of the Big Ten, which was the best finish we've had in a while. But I think it's just going to continue to grow from there. We got a lot of young kids, a lot of talent this year, a lot of leadership. So I think it's finally all the pieces are clicking together. So I think we're going to turn some heads. I think we're going to surprise some people, and we're all really excited to see where the season goes.
As you said, you had 29 wins last year overall, 14 in the Big Ten. When you guys were starting to have some of that success, were you starting to be like, okay, we can play with all of these teams? This isn't a situation where we're going to a certain school and it's going to be a tough weekend. We can win any game, any given day.
Absolutely. I think, we put some good wins together last year, specifically in the Big Ten. We beat Michigan on one of the weekends. We took them to extras in another game. We had a win over Missouri. So you see us putting together these great wins and we focus on the outcome a little bit, but again, we continue with the process, right? So I think that we know we can go in and put those big wins together. But we've been playing teams close no matter who it is. But I think that this year you're going to see that we're going to be able to finish those games. We had a lot of games last year, the year before. I think we had 9 or 10 games that we only lost by a run or we went to extra innings. So I think this year is really about us finishing those games. And you're going to see a lot of wins out of us this year in those tight-knit games.
You guys have a ton of experience in the circle with Courtney and Trinity back.
Yes.
How much, comfort does that give you as a team where you're like, okay, week in and week out, we know who's pitching for us and we're just going to roll kind of behind them?
It's amazing because, I'm a senior with both of them, so seeing the growth that specifically the two of them have had the past 4 years is insane. We inter-squad all the time, and I don't want to face any of our pitchers as a hitter just because of how talented they are and how much growth they've had. But, as an infielder, knowing that every now and then you're going to get a ball in play, but most of the time they're going to do their job and they're going to feed the defense, they're going to feed us, but they're consistent in the circle no matter what. And we have freshmen this year that are coming in. We have a couple freshman pitchers, so having Courtney and Trin leave that legacy behind and teaching those freshmen too, it's just going to be something that continues to grow in the circle, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
And then offensively, you guys bring back a ton of production as well. Obviously, you're a part of that. When you look at your offensive group, do you feel like you can compete with anybody out there, 1 through 9?
Absolutely. I think this year more than any of the other years, 1 through 9, you can shuffle our lineup and switch it around. That everyone's going to do their job, whatever the job is that day. You look at the top of our lineup, we have Megan McCamey and Jada McFarland who have been staples in our lineup, and those are two also when we're inter-squatting. I don't want to be playing defense against them, right? So it's looking at that and you're like, hey, I'm glad these people are on my team. But something that we've been working towards with coach and our assistant coaches is that offensive production. And I think this year more than any other year, we're climbing, we're continuing to climb, and the offensive production is going to be another thing that turns heads this year for us.
I said this to Coach Montgomery. I think people should be excited to come watch Maryland softball this year.
I think so too. I think they should come out and watch.
Go to umterps.com and find a time to go to the Maryland softball stadium to watch Taylor and the rest of the Terps play. Taylor Liguori, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.